So lately there have been even more and more videos on YouTube and shorts on TikTok from people, Canadians and also immigrants explaining why Canada is such a bad place to live right now and why they're considering to leave Canada.
So in this video, we'll give you 4 reasons why you should not move right now to Canada. Hey, my name is Coach MC and I'm with Felix today, and we are SLE planners, Steady Live Explore Canada, and we talk about international student experience and life in Canada. If you want to see more videos like that, make sure that you are subscribed and also like this video. We've seen so many videos already about, people moving out of Canada, people moving back to their home country. And we made a video about this before, like why you should not move to Canada years back. And I feel like it's time for an update because we want to share with you the recent situation here in Canada. So our first reason is if you're already well established in your home country, let's say in the Philippines or somewhere else, if you're already well established, you have to think about it 100 times if you are moving to Canada. Because many people think that when you're in Canada or the US, Australia, people think that making money here is easy, or we're only getting our money from a money tree, right? And best example here is if you have a business already running, successful, it's making so much money back home, it's just difficult to just stop that and then sacrifice that business just to move to Canada. If you have bigger reasons than making money, then I would understand. But again, when you are thinking, or probably you thought that, oh, I can just create a business again in Canada, same like what I did in the Philippines, it will be harder. Think about when you started your business back home, it will be the same and 2 times harder starting a new business in Canada, in a new country, in a new market. So if you're a business owner, I would suggest that if you can still keep your business running while you're steady here, while you're checking Canada is for you, do that instead of, stop the business, close it, and then you pack all your bags and, who knows if it's gonna be worth it.
Just if you have a well-established career, you may be, not in all cases, but you might have to start halfway down again. Like if you were chief nurse in the Philippines, you might not be able to work as that in Canada. You might have to start as a regular nurse and then work your way up again, or get certain credentials that are maybe not accepted in Canada that you got from a different country. So yeah, keep that in mind, especially if you have already a well-established standard of living, you have a good salary, your family is happy, you have plans for your retirement, you don't have to worry about it, then you should think about, whether it's worth it to move. Why are you moving? And just weigh the pros and cons.
It happens to so many, overseas Filipino workers or business owners back home, especially in the Middle East where people make so much money already. And I have to ask my student are you sure that you're going to sacrifice your salary right now here in Canada? You can't get that salary right away, or it will never gonna be the same salary because you don't pay taxes in the Middle East. So think about it again 100 times. So this one leads to our second reason, and that is you not willing to start from scratch or working outside of your comfort zone. So many of us here in Canada, we started from scratch. So for example, when I moved here, I have a stable job in Dubai. I work in the office, in a corporate company, and the same thing with you, Felix. Also work in a corporate company in Germany. And when we moved here, I never thought that I'll be working in a restaurant and become a dishwasher.
Yeah, so that's part of being an international student as well. So during your studies, you'll have to work, and that will be lower skilled jobs, most likely. And also, if you study something different, if they don't accept your credentials from back home, then you won't be able to start right where you left off back in your home country. You might have to start halfway down and work your way up again. So yeah, be ready for that.
Yeah, just the same thing like when you moved to Dubai or Singapore the first time. You really had to start from scratch. When you move here as well, you never thought that you're going to do landscaping. So here, when you move to Canada, you have to be more open. You have to work outside of your comfort zone.
And also, you might have to, with that, lower your standard of living when you first move to Canada. So if your income, your profession starts halfway down from where you left off, then if you keep spending the same way with a higher cost of living in Canada than maybe compared to where you lived before, you are going to be out of money very fast.
Again, if you're living a comfortable life back home or somewhere else, and when you move here, you have to adjust your lifestyle.
The next reason why you should not move to Canada is when you are very pessimistic and you are just always complaining about everything all the time. Immigrants are not the people that complain because they have a mindset that they see the opportunity somewhere else and they're positive and they're willing to work hard and then build a new future for themselves and for their family. But there seem to be some people that do immigrate and just complain about everything and then go back home, I guess.
But they never go back home without the Canadian passport. So the common complaints that I hear on TikTok is about cost of living, no jobs, or what else?
Terrible healthcare, terrible government, the weather is terrible.
They're always a complain, okay? Wherever you go, you're always gonna find a way or a reason for you to complain. If you're a kind of person that always complains, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do live in a country and you see those things that are not perfect or not good, then what you should do is instead of complaining, you should also go and see what you can do about it. Like say, how can you put in some work into your community where you live and maybe fix some of those problems, at least to a very small extent.
So let's say, or you complain that, oh, no jobs in your community. How about you create the jobs? You build your business in your community. Make that change.
And the next reason why you should not move to Canada is if you're someone that's always blaming everyone and everything for the problems, the uncomforts that you have in your life. Like you blame the government, you blame the country, you blame the weather. You always find something else's fault. Why your life is not great.
Yeah, I think I saw one video on TikTok, like they're blaming international students with, like, for example, housing crisis, or, oh, we don't have food because international students all like getting all the food from the food bank. Like, so you're always blaming international student immigrants that they're getting your job, they're getting your houses, they're getting your food. Like, instead of blaming people or blaming others, why don't you change, control the things that you can control?
Yeah, like again, so if with this mindset, just blaming your problems completely on something else or someone else, of course, many times the situation is affected by outside factors that you cannot control. But if you want to be successful in Canada and you want to live a good, happy life, then you need to focus on the things that you can control and change your life for the better.
So if you have one of those qualities or reasons of what we have shared with you today, if you are someone that don't want to start from scratch, if you have a comfortable life right now, you don't want to sacrifice, or if you always complain a lot, or you blame others if you fail, I'm telling you not to move to Canada.
Yeah, so basically what it means is that you have to, if you immigrate to a new country, if you immigrate, move to Canada, then you have to be willing to, start at a lower point and put in a lot of work and then build your way up again. You're not just gonna be at the same or even a much better position than you were before. Maybe, but most cases probably not.
You can't compare your chapter 12 right now in your home country and then expecting that you're going to be in chapter 13 in Canada, right? You have to basically
You can
have
be-
moved backward a little bit and so that you can move 2 times forward.
Right, you can be. It's not impossible, but you have to put in work for that. It doesn't happen automatically.
And also, moving here does not guarantee success. You will fail so many times before you can get there, right? So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to follow us on our social and also subscribe in our channel. Watch the next video and we'll see you in the next one.